A silent, insidious revolution is sweeping across the battlefields of tomorrow, transforming the very calculus of conflict. We are witnessing the dawn of an era where asymmetric threats hold unprecedented power, where the cost of offense plummets while the burden of defense skyrockets. The familiar silhouettes of jets and tanks remain, but above them, a new, more menacing shadow stretches. A swarm. A seemingly endless, low-cost tide that threatens to overwhelm even the most sophisticated traditional defenses. What happens when the defender can no longer afford to win? Across global hotspots, a new weapon dominates the skies: the inexpensive, mass-produced suicide drone. These aren't just reconnaissance tools, they are kinetic instruments designed to hit, explode, and vanish, often for less than the cost of a high-end smartphone. They fly in numbers previously unimaginable, a digital tide of destruction. From improvised explosive devices to precision-guided munitions, their evolution has been swift, brutal, and utterly game-changing. How do you defend against an adversary whose weapons are virtually limitless? Consider the economics. A single advanced air defense missile, designed to intercept aircraft or ballistic threats, can cost anywhere from hundreds of thousands to several $1 million. The very systems built to protect us against high-value targets are now confronted by threats costing a mere fraction. An enemy launching 100 drones, each costing $1,000, can inflict $100,000 of damage. To defend, you might fire 100 missiles, costing perhaps $100 million. This is a war of attrition, not just of steel, but of budgets. A war that cannot be won traditionally. To intercept every incoming drone with a multi-million-dollar missile is not victory, it's a slow, deliberate form of financial defeat. It means winning every battle, only to lose the war on the balance sheet. The defender bleeds resources at an unsustainable rate, while the attacker can replenish their cheap arsenal with alarming speed. This fundamental imbalance has sent shockwaves through the highest echelons of military planning. A new solution wasn't just desired, it became an existential imperative. But what could possibly break this cycle? Deep within the Pentagon, a radical new doctrine began to take shape. A shift from the behemoth, the exquisite, the impossibly expensive, to something altogether different. A new class of defender. Not a missile, not a manned aircraft, but something designed for the specific, overwhelming challenge of drone swarms. The answer wouldn't come from incremental improvements to existing systems. It demanded a complete reimagining of air defense itself. A weapon that could match the threat's velocity, its numbers, and critically, its cost-effectiveness. A hunter for the new age. Enter the high-velocity, low-cost autonomous interceptor drone. Picture not a missile, but a miniature, AI-guided projectile. Small. Agile. Fast. And crucially, affordable. These aren't designed to be recovered, they are designed to be disposable. Their mission is singular: detect an incoming threat, launch, intercept, and eliminate. A counterswarm for the enemy's swarm. This concept flips the script on attrition warfare, turning the tables on the aggressor. But how do you achieve such a precise, destructive impact with something so small, so cheap, so fast? At the heart of these interceptors lies advanced artificial intelligence. This isn't just automated flight, this is instantaneous decision-making at speeds no human pilot could ever match. The AI analyzes threat trajectories, calculates intercept vectors, and coordinates with other interceptors in real time. It learns, adapts, and executes. Human operators provide the mission parameters, but the individual interceptor's brain handles the kill chain in milliseconds. This autonomy is what unlocks their true potential, allowing them to operate effectively in an overwhelming, high-speed environment. A symphony of automated destruction. To counter a fast-moving suicide drone, you need a defender that is even faster. These interceptors are engineered to achieve Mach 2 speeds. That's approximately 1,500 miles per hour, or over 2,400 kilometers per hour. This extreme velocity isn't just for speed, it's fundamental to the intercept strategy. It minimizes reaction time, closing the distance to the target in mere seconds. It ensures that even highly agile incoming threats have virtually no chance to maneuver away from their fate. How do you propel a small, low-cost drone to such blistering speeds? Every second counts when facing a drone swarm. These interceptors aren't housed in complex, multi-stage launchers. They are designed for rapid, almost instantaneous deployment. Imagine a launch system capable of ejecting multiple interceptors in the blink of an eye, each immediately accelerating to Mach 2. This rapid-fire capability ensures that a defensive screen can be erected with minimal delay, saturating the airspace with counter-threats. It's a fundamental shift from singular, deliberate launches to a cascade of interceptors, responding en masse to a mass attack. A true kinetic burst. The true genius of these interceptors isn't just individual autonomy, it's their collective intelligence. Once launched, they form a distributed network, communicating constantly with each other and the central command. This mid-air communication allows them to coordinate their attacks, assign targets efficiently, and even dynamically adjust their flight paths if another interceptor successfully engages a drone. This prevents redundant engagements, maximizes coverage, and optimizes the defensive effort. It's a digital ballet of destruction, orchestrated by algorithms, moving as one cohesive unit. A distributed brain in the sky. Unlike traditional missiles that explode near a target, relying on fragmentation, these interceptors employ a simpler, yet brutally effective method: physical ramming. At Mach 2 speeds, the kinetic energy of even a small projectile is immense. There's no need for an expensive warhead or complex proximity fuses. The interceptor simply becomes a fast-moving, guided projectile, designed to physically collide with the enemy drone, tearing it apart mid-air. This direct impact method is inherently low-cost, incredibly destructive, and virtually impossible to evade once the intercept course is set. A direct hit, every time. The numbers tell a compelling story. While traditional air defense missiles can cost upwards of $1 million, these new interceptor drones are designed to be produced for perhaps tens of thousands of dollars each. Some estimates suggest even lower figures. This staggering cost differential is the core of the strategy. For every one traditional missile, the Pentagon could potentially deploy 50 or even 100 interceptors. This shifts the economic burden back onto the aggressor, making drone swarm attacks financially unsustainable for the enemy. It's the war of numbers, finally tilting in favor of the defender. To truly overwhelm an enemy drone swarm, these interceptors must be produced in staggering numbers. This requires an industrial base reimagined. Think beyond traditional aerospace manufacturing. The Pentagon is exploring commercial manufacturing techniques, leveraging automation, and designing for ease of assembly. The goal is to build factories capable of churning out thousands of these drones monthly, transforming the industrial supply chain into an agile, responsive arm of national defense. This isn't just about building weapons, it's about building them fast and at scale. A new era of defense manufacturing. This ambitious vision is encapsulated in initiatives like Project Replicator, championed by Deputy Secretary of Defense Kathleen Hicks. Replicator aims to deploy thousands of autonomous systems across all domains within the next 2 years. It's a direct response to the urgent need for affordable, attritable capabilities. Not just a technological leap, but a cultural shift within the military-industrial complex. Replicator seeks to accelerate the adoption of these low-cost, high-impact systems, ensuring that the Pentagon can swiftly field the tools necessary to maintain strategic advantage against evolving threats. A future forged in speed. Yet, this leap into autonomous warfare raises profound ethical questions. When AI makes the final decision to engage, where does human accountability lie? The debate over killer robots is no longer theoretical, it's becoming reality. Ensuring these systems operate within strict rules of engagement, minimizing civilian casualties, and preventing unintended escalation are paramount concerns. As the lines blur between human and machine control, the moral compass of warfare itself faces unprecedented challenges. Who controls the kill switch when the switch makes its own decisions? Even as these interceptors come online, the adversary is undoubtedly developing countermeasures. Jamming, spoofing, stealth technologies, or even deploying their own, more advanced counter-interceptors. This is the perpetual cycle of military innovation and endless arms race where every advantage is temporary. The Pentagon's current solution offers a critical edge, but the landscape of drone warfare is dynamic. Constant adaptation, continuous research, and rapid deployment of new iterations will be key to staying ahead. The drone hunters of today will likely inspire the next generation of elusive prey. The chase never ends. The age of the multi-million-dollar missile fighting a $1,000 drone is rapidly drawing to a close. A new chapter of air defense is being written, defined by speed, autonomy, and economic viability. The Pentagon's high-velocity, low-cost autonomous interceptor drones represent more than just a technological advancement, they signify a fundamental paradigm shift. They are the drone hunters, the silent guardians, poised to rewrite the rules of modern combat, ensuring that in the war of attrition, the defender now holds an overwhelming and sustainable advantage. The skies will never be the same.